Welcome to the Ill Blur Matty 365 channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, Brother Blur from the Midwest. Ooh. Welcome back, Legends community. It's Ill Blur Matty 365, the blur from the middle of the map. And today I am back with a new video. And today's new video is actually a story time on something that honestly I thought about. I said, you know what? I haven't really discussed this because I want to let you guys know the setup behind me was not the original setup for my YouTube channel. What? Yes, this was not my official setup. And today's video is a story time on why I changed my setup for my actual YouTube channel. So, I've been struggling with that. I'm going to be honest with you, it was a struggle. Originally, I was recording content in my actual room. And that was something that I kind of got out of because I felt like it wasn't really showcasing enough where I'm like, yo, this is going to be the place I want to record. I did other parts of the Blur Cave. And this is the Blur Cave too, by the way. And I was just like, something's missing. So over the years, when it came to my channel, I started to realize I looked at other people's channels too as well. And I said, yo, they have things in their channel that incorporate what they're talking about in their channel, right? And that was something that I thought about. So you know what? A few years back when I did the change, because I've had a couple different changes, and I'm going to post those changes so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I was like, maybe it's time. All right. So what I did was when I started to actually get this setup going, I realized I already have some of this stuff, all right? This Luke Cage right here I already had, right? I'm going to show you this guy right here. Had him already. There was even T'Challa. Had already as well. So I started to realize, I said, well, some of the pieces to what I want people to see with my channel, because I do pop culture, Marvel, DC, anime, you know what I'm saying, Disney, sci-fi, all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? I am gonna start to actually bring this vision into motion, because I said I want people to see my channel or what I'm bringing to my channel, right? Because if they look at my channel and they see just nothing there as a presentation, they won't know what my channel's about, right? They'll just think this is just a channel that's just informative, right? Me just spreading information, dealing with just regular type of content. I guess you could say like maybe tutorials on YouTube type of thing. And I didn't want my channel to look blank, all right? Yes, when I did my content in the bedroom, I had actually my posters. That was kind of the thing. So I started to actually get some of the stuff that I already had, and I decided to actually purchase this table right here I got from Home Goods, and then this other table I got from Walmart. When it came to like purchasing stuff, I started to purchase stuff. Some of this stuff is new, some of this is not. The Waluigi is actually from one of the cons I went to, by the way. Some of the other stuff, like I said before, is new. I will say the Mew Pokemon thing is new. For people that don't know, I'm going to show you guys. And even the Pikachu, I don't want to actually pick that one up. And that was the thing. I said, let me start to showcase what my channel's about, right? Because just imagine someone comes to your channel, right? But they don't know exactly what type of content that you put out. And it's like, well, what do they talk about in their channel? You know what I'm saying? You don't see anything that's catching their attention or saying, oh, this is the type of channel this is. Like, for an example, if you had a channel, right, on psychology, you would have maybe some posters up with psychology, maybe some books on psychology, you know what I'm saying? Maybe something dealing with psychology related. Your channel is pretty much your template. Just look at it as your template, or just, how can I put it? The art piece to your channel to let people know what your channel is actually about. So then I realized, I said, let me buy into other things with my channel. As you can see, books too, because I actually read books, by the way. When it comes down to it, I have this actual book, you know. So yeah, I do buy books as well and read books. And that was the thing. So for me, early on, I was like, that was missing from my channel. I said my channel just had like, it wasn't really, I'm not gonna say polished, but I'm just saying where I was setting up didn't look like something people will want to see, right? And I said, something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. And you know what? I will say, once I officially made the setup, I just want to say thanks to the people that noticed that I changed my setup for the best, because honestly, I couldn't put posters up. You know, this wall behind here, it will not let you put up posters. So that's the reason, another reason why I said, well, the posters kept falling off the walls. Why y'all keep falling off the wall like that? So I said, you know what? I gotta do something else. So I just said, you know, let me get some of these DVDs. I got my Marvel DVDs right here. You know what I'm saying? Got my books, you know, like I said, books on this side. Pokemon, so video game related too, because I do explore that as well on my channel. And you guys notice the change, you know, because like I said before, I didn't want it just to be plain, you know what I'm saying, where it just looked empty, you know. And that's the thing. I think sometimes, yes, people appreciate your content, but what is your setup looking like? Is your setup giving an example of what people are expecting from your channel? Is it or is it not? That's the real question here, because you can have a setup, but it may not match your content. And that's what I wanted to do. I said, you know what? And that's what I did. Like I said before, just don't go crazy spending money on stuff. Like, when you have the money, spend it, but don't go crazy. You don't have to have the most expensive setup in the world. Because I'll be honest with you, this Luke Cage was only $20 on Amazon. I'm not going crazy like, oh yeah, I spent $130. Okay, so maybe this chair behind me that I sit in was probably the most priciest thing ever, but it was an early birthday gift to me. That was about it. I had a chair before that. I wasn't really feeling the chair as much as I thought. Somebody got the chair anyway, by the way. But yeah, your setup tells a lot about your channel, and actually the place that you record your content, because this is the place I record my content. Unless you're doing vlogging, that's different, or interviews, you know what I'm saying, where you are out and about to some degree, because I do interviews on my channel too, but I'm just saying interviews out and about, that's different. But yeah, your channel should be showing the essence of who you are to some degree, if you know, if you get what I'm saying. But I'm proud of it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am proud of what I've done with this. I say, you know what? I put these things together. This is something I want my audience to see, so they can see my interest. I am a movie person, by the way, TV show person, by the way. And I honestly can say it may change over time. I'm not going to do nothing super crazy. I might add maybe or swipe out certain characters. But honestly, I think your setup tells a lot about your channel. Because like I said before, if you're doing certain type of content, it will be a lot easier to some degree, right? To know exactly what you're talking about, or just to get a hint, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this type of channel is going to be. But it is the hardest way of learning YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments, have you ever did a setup change for your channel? You tell me in the comments, guys. It's the hardest way of learning YouTube, guys. And I'm going to run that outro for you. Thanks for watching my channel. Like, comment, and share, and subscribe to the channel. The Ill-Blooded 365. Ooh.